Ever notice how when you really need to pee, your body starts doing this weird little dance? You're shifting from foot to foot, crossing your legs, maybe even bouncing a little. But here's what's wild: the closer you get to a bathroom, the worse it gets. It's like your bladder knows you're almost there and suddenly decides to throw a tantrum. Why does that happen? Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and join our curious community. Here, we explore everything that piques your curiosity. If there's anything that puzzles you, share it with us in the comments so we can answer it in the next video. Today we're diving into one of those bodily mysteries we've all experienced but never really understood. Why does your body betray you with all these fidgety movements when you're desperately holding it in? And more importantly, why does everything get 10 times worse the second you put your key in the door? Stick around, because the answer involves your brain playing tricks on you in ways you never expected. Let's start with the basics. Your bladder is basically a stretchy balloon made of muscle. When it fills up, sensors in the wall start sending urgent messages to your brain saying, "Hey, we need to find a bathroom now." Your brain responds by tightening your pelvic floor muscles to keep everything sealed. But here's the thing: this takes serious concentration. And that's exactly where the pee dance comes in. When you start shifting your weight, crossing your legs, or squeezing your thighs together, you're not just being dramatic. You're actually recruiting extra muscles to help hold everything in. Every squeeze and shift puts pressure on your urethra, the tube that carries urine, out giving your pelvic floor backup support. But there's something else happening too. The movement distracts your brain. When you're standing perfectly still, all your mind can focus on is that screaming bladder. But when you're moving around, you're giving your brain other sensations to process. It's like turning down the volume on the bladder alarm. Not completely, but just enough to help you hold on a little longer. Think about times when you were so focused on something that you completely forgot you needed to pee. Then the second you finished, it hit you like a freight train. That's your brain's attention at work. The pee dance uses that same principle, just not as effectively. Now here's where things get really interesting, and this is the part that makes everyone feel a little crazy. You know that moment when you've been holding it together perfectly fine, maybe even proud of yourself, but then you get home, reach for your keys, and suddenly your bladder stages a full rebellion? Some people literally start leaking before they can reach the bathroom. What's happening there? This is your brain betraying you in the sneakiest way possible. Your brain has spent years, maybe decades, learning that home equals bathroom equals relief. It's created a powerful association. So when you see your front door, smell your house, or even just think about your bathroom, your brain starts relaxing those holding muscles before you've given permission. It's basically Pavlov's dogs, except instead of drooling at a bell, you're finding your own bladder at the side of your front door. And just like those dogs, this response is incredibly hard to override because it's just been reinforced hundreds or thousands of times throughout your life. Your bladder isn't actually getting fuller in those final moments. Your brain is just starting the release protocol because it recognizes the environment. It thinks it's helping you, but really it's making everything harder. And here's the kicker: this is why the fidgeting gets worse as you get closer to home. Your brain is already starting to relax its guard. So you have to consciously fight against your body's automatic responses. That internal war between hold it and let go shows up as increased restlessness and more desperate dancing. There is also this thing that happens when you've been concentrating hard on holding something in for a long time. The moment you know relief is close, your mental control starts slipping. It's like trying not to laugh during a serious moment. The harder you try, and the closer you get to being able to laugh, the harder it becomes to hold it in. Age and gender matter here too. Women generally have smaller bladders and shorter urethras than men, which means less distance for everything to travel. Plus, pregnancy and childbirth can weaken those pelvic floor muscles. That's why women often experience more urgency and do more of that characteristic pee dance. As we age, bladder capacity decreases and the muscles become less elastic. You might notice you can't hold it as long as you used to, and the fidgeting starts earlier. It's not weakness, it's just how bodies change. So what can you actually do about this? First, understand that the pee dance is genuinely helping you, so don't feel embarrassed about it. You're using your body's mechanics to your advantage. Second, if that front door panic is ruining your life, you can actually retrain your brain. When you arrive home, pause for a moment before rushing to the bathroom. Take a few deep breaths. Consciously maintain control. Over time, you can weaken that automatic association. And if you really want to level up, strengthening your pelvic floor muscles makes a massive difference. These muscles are like any other, they respond to training. A stronger pelvic floor means better control and way less desperate dancing. The next time you catch yourself doing the pee dance in public, remember this. You're not being weird. You're being brilliantly adaptive. Your body has this sophisticated system involving muscle control, nerve signals, and brain conditioning all working together. That fidgeting? That's evolution helping you maintain dignity until you reach a bathroom. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on all the answers to all the questions that are on your mind.